Hello, this is Al, and here we have a Ninjago parts review. This is Journey to the Skull Dungeons, set number 71717. Interesting number there. It has about 400 pieces, and the reason why I bought it is because it has a lot of good pieces, I think, and a lot of interesting and new type of pieces. Um, I don't believe people should hold themselves to only collecting certain lines or themes, but if they want, that's fine. I like exploring different stuff or whatever looks interesting to me, and if there's interesting parts, I love getting into those too, and sometimes the sets are just enjoyable too. So, this is Ninjago. Um and as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of colors, but I will say there are some interesting pieces. So first one, we'll just talk about this big mountain piece, which is a nice piece to get. Those can go for quite a bit. And it's really nice for building up mountains or to just have a quick mountain type build or rock type build. It's nice that this is kind of cut out so you do have some area to do stuff in there. Otherwise, it's a big piece that can go for quite a bit of money if you want to buy them. So it's nice to see one of those. Now, a very unique piece is this top dice, effectively. So here we have dots here. Those are numbers, and as you can see, it goes 1, 2, 3, and then you have skulls and hearts. So I don't know if I like it just because it's a weird shape and I don't think it's going to roll very well, but it's designed like the tops that you see in Ninjago. You have like a 2x2 little area there that you can put parts on. Now this divider does prevent putting certain parts in there, but a figure will fit perfectly fine. Interesting piece. I mean, those are open studs, so you could possibly put bars in there and maybe make this into some sort of weird flowering effect or something. I'm not sure. But I did want to get this just so I'd have at least one to play around with and see what exactly it is and how it could work in mocks and stuff like that. So it's a unique part. Happy to have it. So we got a lot of gray bricks, obviously, because like we're building up a mountain. Kind of nice to get. These are used a lot in castle and just rock work, so they can be kind of expensive when you buy them. So also some of these are kind of bigger, which is nice. Some Technic whole bricks, not too special. Some slopes, not a whole lot here. This is, by the way, only bag 1. We got some of these plates, nothing too special. 1x3s though are kind of nice. We also have some of these hinge plates, 4 of them, which I'm very happy to get. Those are very useful for mocks and just making things open and close. Got some wedge plates, which are kind of nice. We got a pile of small tiles here. We got these wedges, which isn't too special. I am happy to get the 1x1 square tile. You'll probably hear me complain about that a lot. Nice to get a whole bunch of those. And then up here we get some more gray type pieces. These are kind of nice just to get in general. Just kind of like a half tile, half plate. And then another thing that there's quite a few of in here, which is kind of rare, is this kind of pyramid type 1x1 tile. And we get like 6 of them, so just kind of an interesting piece that kind of can add some rocky, sharp rocky detail. So I'm happy to see that. We also have the sticker sheet up here, which isn't too special. There is kind of a game involved here, so this has to do with the stickers, but it does kind of have the, craggly rock or broken rock, which is okay, and then you just have giant wood planks here. Nothing too special, to be honest. Then in the black parts, nothing overly special. We do have the top knot type piece, which is just a bar there. Just kind of looks like hair or cloth. We have a nasty spider. And here we have one of these 1x1 brackets, which I really like getting. There's only one in here, so not too special. Otherwise, just some common plates. There is some orange in here, which is pretty nice. There's also one of these in orange, which I think is a really nice part. I think it was used for like Bionicle originally, but just kind of an interesting little thing. Now we can get into some of the more interesting parts, as I say. So for the brown, we have hold studs, which I'm very happy to see those. As you can see, there's a hole in between. I love those pieces. I think it's just a very good versatility there. And then we also have in brown the accessory holder, or the 1x1 circular bar kind of extrusion. And we have some brown bars, which is nice for like tree work and stuff. And then we have this kind of angular bar type piece there, which is again good for kind of trees and just, rusted bars or something. We have one of these containers, which are pretty nice. You can get a lot of them and stack them up, and you can make like a pillar or a column. There's also some red tiles, not too special with those. 1x1 squares are nice. Then we get into the gold. We do have more of the hole type plates here, only 2 of them. We got a gold chain, which is kind of cool to get, a shorter one. We have a gold tassel, just kind of nice little additive for detail. But here, and I'm happy to see them still doing different colors, we have a gold heart, which I think is unique and could be used for quite a different things. I believe in the game they use it for hit points, basically. But you get quite a few in here, 4 of them actually, so that's nice that you don't just get one. Also here we have the green little flame piece that can go into an accessory or even a bar, so it can be clipped. Nice to get that in a different color. So I think it's been in an orange, blue, and now a green. Great for like ghostly flames or weird chemically flames. Now we get into some of the figure stuff. And here's an axe little clip, which is kind of neat. Makes so you can make some different kind of weapons. We got a simple sword, kind of a different detail, but not too special. And then we have one of these nice bar pieces here. The helmets aren't too fancy. They are different. I do kind of like the metallic kind of look to some of the parts, but it still has the cloth ninja look, so that can kind of detract. It's not really a knight kind of thing, but it can be useful. And in this one, you get the blue and the green. The other kind of really neat thing, I think, is these shields. That is a really cool and nice print. You can see that it's a dragon, but it's detailed all around the shield. Very shiny, metallic type look to it. And it just clips on a bar, so you could use that, like clip it onto a wall and just as a design, or obviously use it as a shield, or like an armor plate out of a vehicle, or whatever you can imagine. Just a really nice print for a shield, and you get 2 of them. Actually, you might get more in this set. There's 2 in bag 1. Also with those, you get these armor pieces. 2 of these, so you can see they kind of have a built-up shoulder there. That's where the neck goes, and then on the back they have 1 stud connection, so you can kind of put whatever you imagine to make onto there, a backpack or whatever. There's 2 of the metallic ones, and then we have the effective bad guy one, which is a bit more brown and spiked and kind of stuff. This is actually the front, so kind of like a grill for his mouth, and then you kind of have a spiky armored plate on a shoulder there, and on the back you can slide in 1 sword there. And onto the figures. I have tons of ninja figures, but these are a little bit different, which is kind of nice. So you can see it's kind of got the metallic chest plate on there. 1 arm is gray, so maybe that's more armored. And then you kind of have some nice detailed pants down there. And it does go on to the back, and as you can see, there are 2 different face prints. I like how the armor is also on the back there. So you have kind of a focused face print, and then you have a swarmy type fellow face print, which is very similar to the other ninja, actually, as you can see here, but they have different eye colors. And again, you have a similar design. You have the cloth. Really nice print, actually. The armor's a little shorter up there, but it's a really nice print in my opinion. And again, a metallic shoulder. We got some nice belts on the back holding it in, and here we have our focused look, and then our swarmy kind of eyebrow down smile. The bad guy, though, I think is actually really cool, too. Kind of like an orc. I'm not exactly sure what exactly they are, but you got a nice face print, a very grumpy, very lot of eyebrow. He's definitely got a 4-pack going on there, maybe a 6-pack. I don't know what Lego figures have. But as you can see, he's kind of got a almost like a dragon-like skin effect going on there. And you can see the metallic on there. He's got like a rock necklace and rock necklace on the back, and just kind of more scales on the back and on the head. So I think that's pretty nice, because you can also use that scaly part. If you hide the face on the side, you could use that for other things and such. But this is just bag one, and so far I'm pretty happy with this set. Lots of nice gray pieces, which is, there's some orange pieces that are nice to get. That's not too much of a common color. Some nice prints on stuff, some unique colors for pieces. Just overall pretty nice. But this is only bag one, so I'm going to get to bag two here. Okay, here we are with bag two. Now, this one is maybe a little bit more boring than the first one, but it's still pretty nice. Obviously, you can see a lot of gray. We got some gray bricks, one inverted slope, lots of slopes. And these are a nice piece to get because, again, good with rock work. And since they kind of have an area you can put studs there, and then up top here with kind of open hole studs, and then basically one connection there. It's a very versatile piece overall. Great for some sloping of rock work and stuff. Just a unique piece. I like getting it in any color, really. And otherwise, there's a bunch of these kind of 1x2 slopes. We got some of the shorter slopes. We got a corner slope here, which is pretty cool. That's kind of rare. Overall, just a good selection of slopes. We do have this, which I don't know if I've seen too much in gray, but it's kind of like a rocky wedge, kind of, usually probably like the hood of a little car or vehicle or spaceship, but they have kind of a rock formation kind of detail on it. Seen it in a lot of other colors and such. We get some of these larger flat 1x2 type bricks, some of these corner ones. We get a bracket brick here. A lot of the same kind of from the first bag, but we also have more of these gray kind of angles, which are pretty nice, or wedge plates. There's also more orange, which is kind of a rare color, so it's good to see. And then also one of these bracket bricks in red, which I don't see too lot. Most of the time it's in light gray. And then we got some dark red pieces, which are nice. You got this kind of 2x2 tile, and then just a regular 2x2 tile. And then obviously there's some more light gray, some nice slow pieces, this big chunk brick 2x2, like 2x2x3, you could say it is. I'm not sure. One little bracket brick, not too fancy. Some more slopes. Wedge plates in light gray, which are nice. More of those tile type pieces. There's some black. These shorter wedge plates are kind of nice. I think they're a little rare, but starting to get a little more common. And then in the middle here is pretty much the exotic type parts. There's a lot of this trans orange here, which they use for the lava. We got our 1x2 tiles, not too special. Lots of 1x1 bricks, pretty simple piece. And then a good amount of these slopes here, which is nice to get. It adds to kind of the lava effect of the set. And then we have some dark tan. We got these horns, 3 of them. One's an extra, very tiny little bar type piece, nice to get. And in this color, it can be like a used fossil or an old tooth, or whatever you can imagine. Then we have this bright crystal. I love the dark blue color, so this is nice to get that. I don't see these crystals in dark blue a whole lot, so pretty happy to see that. I don't even think I knew that was in the set. And then this, which I don't know if I've ever seen before, but it's a white gold bar. I mean, it's the shape of the gold bar, but it's in white. I don't know if I've ever seen a white one in there. So as far as I can tell, there's only one in this set, but there is one more bag to go. So we will check out that bag, and I will be right back when that's all laid out. All right, here we are with the last bag. Again, more gray, but actually a bit of a different variety of gray. So let's take a look. So here we have just one slope. We have one Technic brick, pretty common. We do get 2 of these, bricks, as I call them. But it has the nice detailing on, very nice to make, brick type buildings, rock work, etc. And there's actually 5 of these, which is surprising. I don't see these two a lot. These are headlight bricks, and they're kind of indented in the front there with a hole right through the stud, as you can kind of see there. Stud on top, and square on the back. Very versatile type of piece that you can utilize a lot. A lot of mock builders use them a lot, and it's just nice to see quite a bit of them actually in here, and I don't see them very often, but pretty cool to see them. Some variety of dark gray plates, nothing too fancy. Over here we have lots of clip stuff, a pile of these. So this is a clip that you can insert into a bar. Pretty simple, just kind of put it in like such. And there's like 10 of them. I'm not sure on the exact count. I could count them, but there's like 10 of them. And that's a pretty nice piece for a lot of different things. I believe they use it in this to make a cage, but otherwise that's pretty cool to see a lot of them. It is a smaller part, but it's kind of a versatile part, so it's pretty nice. And more gray slopes, nice for detailing up rock work. Obviously, there's a lot of rock work in this. We got a little bit of Technic, just some little connections. Quite a bit of these droid arm clips, another versatile type piece. Lots of clips you can see in this last bag here. As we go over, there's a little bit more of Technic, more of these panels or plates, more of those, a really nice long chain here in the dark gray, more clip type pieces. This is a nice versatile piece. Clip here, you can stick a bar through there, a bar in there as you can see, and one can go through there. Very nice versatile piece. Then you have another bar type piece, stud on each end. You got 2 of those. That's kind of in that dark metallic gray. We got a little cauldron here too. Just a little cauldron you can put some stuff in. I believe there are no studs in there. I don't know if you can kind of see, but it does sit on one stud. Then we get to the browns. Here we have one of these Technic brown pieces, which is good to make certain kind of trees and branches from trees and stuff. Nice to see that. And that is in the regular dark brown or brown. Then we have this, which is kind of similar to the round type version. So you got a 2x2 in the center, and then lots of bar all around it for clipping. This is what I think they use to make the cage. So this is another nice kind of piece, and you could use this probably in a tree. Make a deep tree and have lots of branches coming all around with all different kinds of bars. We got some brown slopes here. More brown Technic, good for trees or rusted metal or something like that. We got some long plates, actually. I think you put the stickers on these to make it look like wood. Lots of brown bars. Good to see those. Another versatile type Technic bar type piece. You can see a cross axle through there and then 4 bars sticking out all around it. Pretty nice. To add to that, we then get one of my favorite type of pieces, the accessory hole stud into bar. Clips for them. More of the 1x1 tile kind of bar pieces that actually, interestingly enough, the build in this, I didn't kind of realize this, but it has an accessory hole inside too, which maybe I probably built something with that like that before, but I guess I never really kind of thought about it, but pretty nice. Another interesting piece is these like spiky pieces. They were in gray in an earlier bag. You can kind of see there. And you get 4 of those, and they're in dark brown. Kind of hard to see, but a 1x1 square type tile. And you get 4 of them, pretty nice. There's some black Technic here. Kind of nice to get this piece, because this can be used. Again, you could use it for trees, kind of, you know, blends in with the darker type trees. But I know people use it a lot for like piping and gun barrels and stuff. And here we even have some gold spikes, which is kind of a newer piece. Just a bar into basically a spike, or even a spear tip you could call it. We got some gems. We got more of these fantastic eerie green flame pieces. Happy to see more of those. We got this Technic type part in white, 2 of those, which is nice. We got some bones, which is kind of common now that I've looked at my collection. We get one big dark plate, dark tan. But then we just kind of have the figures and their weapons. So you get 3 of these swords, which is pretty common, simple in that metallic color. Not too special there. We get this sword, which is gigantic. It's kind of the special sword for this theme. So we have a black blade there, kind of some white writing, white handle, and then on the base, probably kind of hard to see since it's so dark, but you have like a little skull actually. Really nicely detailed. There is one thing that bothers me, is you might not be able to see it on camera, but there is a hole on top, and I was like, ooh, you can put accessories in it. Unfortunately, you really can't. They don't stand. It is literally just too big. They don't stand. That's unfortunate, because I think it would actually be kind of cool to have this sword kind of sitting with like the flame coming off of it. Unfortunate. Not sure why that hole is there, but sure, whatever. Really detailed sword, though, I have to say. It is ridiculously tall compared to a minifigure, so maybe it has magical properties to make it lighter. But speaking of minifigures, this is the Naya that's kind of armored up. Really nice armor. I like kind of the blue kind of etching all over it. I like really nice print, very metallic all over. Again, with the side arm being metallic, and the print does come around onto the back, and you have an excited happy face and then a determined focus face. And again, with her, we get her whole armor gear. You get the armored shoulder with the one stud on the back, which is really nice. Her helmet's a little bit I like it kind of cooler, because I believe this is like a dark metallic color, and then you have the armored metallic color, so which I think makes it look pretty cool. You could probably use it in a little bit more maybe themes than just Ninjago, because I just kind of feel like the ones that are blue and red, and it won't focus all of a sudden. The ones that are blue and red are kind of bright, and they stick out, and then another one of these shield pieces. Apparently my focus died. I don't know why, but yep, there we go. Somewhat, kind of, nope, okay. Well, I think I got a better view of those in the other bags. So you get 3 of those in total. So I believe that's all the bags and everything. And yeah, that's a lot of stuff in here. If you're only a person that likes colorful stuff, then this one probably isn't for you. However, it does have a good variety of kind of your brown type pieces, especially in this bag. It has some really good minifigures with lots of good accessories. This can be used in any type of, you can use that for sci-fi, medieval, mixture, ninjas, knights, samurais, etc. It's a really nice piece. The fact that it has a stud on the back makes it a bit more versatile to add stuff to it. And I talked about the shield before, and you get 3 of those in here, which is really nice. You get this crazy sword. Lots of unique parts, useful parts, clips. These headlights, and this is just the last bag. I would have to say overall, the uniqueness of some of these parts, and so far what I've built of it, this is a pretty good set. I mean, I think, I'm trying to think of what the price is, because the price per piece, because I know some people do care about that. Oh, I don't have the US price. I can't tell you what exactly I paid for it. I did buy this from the UK, so I can't really tell you the price. I want to say it's either 30 or 40, and I want to say it's 30. And I think that's a really good value. If that's an issue for you. 4 figures that I think are all very good prints. There's lots of gray pieces, so if you have rock work that you want to do, or, mountains, or, anything that, would be gray, this has lots of that kind of stuff. It has that big rock piece. It's got the orange, which I think is a really bright color and kind of a rare color. You got some newer, unique pieces, or at least in different colors. I love some of the brown type clip. Tons of clips and bars in here. So if you use that for a lot of your stuff, that's another really nice thing. Overall, I'm very happy with this Ninjago set. I like the kind of more medieval knight armored theme that the ninjas have. The fact that they made this printed shield and includes so many of them, I think is great. because like I said, that can be used for more than just Ninjago. You can put it as details on things. Awesome rock work. I'm very happy with the parts in this set, is about what I'd have to say. And it was an iffy purchase for me. I did want to get some Ninjago, but I don't have infinite money. But I saw this one and kind of was like, this is the one that I wanted to get because it had a lot of good looking stuff, but I wasn't 100% sure till I opened it up. And I'm really happy with that. I've been talking way too long for this small Ninjago set, so I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to me. I don't necessarily do only certain sets. I pretty much like all the themes, but obviously buy more for some themes. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I have to say this is a really good set. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.